Hey, what's going on, everybody? DC57, along with JJ3886 with me. Well, how's it going, Jeff?
Hey, not bad. How about yourself?
Oh, another day, you know. I had a whole week off, so yeah, guys, I had a whole week off. Decided to come over and visit Jeff and see how he's doing and show him some more knives, you know, to get his first take on things. So
And we're stuffed to the brim.
I know, we just had lunch. Anyways, enough about us. So I brought some knives over with me to show you, Jeff. So the first one I guess I'm going to bring out is the Kershaw OD1, I think this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know my stuff. Some kind of knife nut I am.
OD2 is the smaller one, right?
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, so here's the knife, Jeff. This is the larger version. Go ahead and take a look at that. G10 handles on one side, you know, got the Sandvik steel. And I mean, it's kind of a weird way of opening, you know, but so what do you think on this so far?
That thing's really pointy.
Yeah,
It's very nice. I like the G10. It reminds me kind of like the Persian G10, just a little smoother.
yeah. Yeah, the main difference is this is a frame lock. I think the 2 is not a frame lock.
It's a very smooth functioning knife.
That's
And at first it's really difficult to pull out. DC57 was explaining it to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird to open at first. I couldn't even do it on the first try because I'm so used to regular flipper knives where you can just push.
See, like, I can't even do it right now.
Just pull, kind of roll your
There you
finger
go.
back.
There you go.
But yeah, it is a weird opening. It's definitely a lot different from regular flipper knives because the mechanism is actually not connected to the blade. I don't think. I think it just pushes against the blade, which causes it to roll out. Something like that. I'm sure it's more technical than that, but.
And if your finger's anywhere near it, it kind of hinders it coming out. And we're not actually pressing on it like the ZT that I was borrowing. You're actually kind of pulling.
Yeah, so you can't push down on it. It won't open when you push down on it. So you
Yeah.
gotta pull straight back.
So
Yeah, like that. That's cool. Here, have a slice test.
very nice. Super straight. Look at that.
Definitely a sharp knife. But then again, this knife is pretty much brand new. I haven't really cut anything with it.
Super pointy too.
Yeah.
It's so fun to do.
All right.
You should see my recycling bin at the end of the week.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right. Let's put it right here. All right, next knife, Jeff. This one I've done a review on already. I don't actually remember if you actually got a chance to play with this thing. This is the 511 First Responder, and this is like a really beefy ass knife for the small insane amount of money that you're paying for it. So what you're holding on to, Jeff, is a $100 knife, and
It's bigger than the Raw.
and it's basically just as toughly built as I would say like a Strider. Seriously, I mean, I know some of you guys are gonna hate me for saying that, but I mean, those of you who actually own the knife, you guys will know what I'm talking about. The thing is like insanely thick and overbuilt, you know, and it's just a beefy folder, man, for like $100, you know. I'd highly recommend anyone to pick one of these up.
A lot of jimping. I like this kind of jimping with the square. It just bites into you really well.
Yeah, there's more around it too, like on the back and everything.
Look at that freaking frame lock.
Yeah.
It's well, not a frame lock.
Actually,
But, you know.
actually, they do call it a frame lock on the
really?
box. They actually said this is a frame lock. So basically,
Oh,
it's a frame
okay.
lock with a couple of slabs of G10 sandwiching it. That's all it is. Yeah.
For grip.
Well, I mean, because look how thick it is. The actual lock itself is
Yeah.
really thick. You know, this thing is about the same thickness. I think it's about the same thickness as a Strider, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's smooth too. Very nice pivot.
Careful, don't cut your fingers
Yeah, I know.
on camera. Of course, this is nothing new or anything
No,
like that. Jeff
I
cuts
know.
himself here on camera.
Sorry, I got a first aid kit all over the place.
Yeah, you'd need one with your skills at cutting yourself.
I know.
One in every room, every corner of the room. But yeah, the knife feels good. I mean, I tried it in an ice pick grip. It's really nice in an ice pick. You know, it's because it's just. I mean, it's got a nice like large handle. I mean, the thing is just crazy. You know, I don't care. I challenge anybody, even with the largest hands. I mean, look where your hands fall when you line it up. I mean, even with the
Seriously.
largest hands, look at that.
Right there at the end.
Yeah, you still got like what do we say
there.
this is that like 2.5 inches, almost 3 inches, probably about 2.5 inches worth still. So anybody.
Medium-sized gloves too.
Well, I'm sure it's called a responder for a reason. I mean, even if you're like EMT or whatever, if you're wearing gloves or anything like that, firefighting, I mean, you'd easily be able to get this thing open. I mean,
yeah.
The opening cylinder here is like really sharply cut, by the way, so your gloves are just capped right on there and just flick that thing open.
Seriously.
And
it's tapered too. It's a little thinner on the bottom than it is at top. So
yeah.
definitely.
With a nice saber grind on there, though, so it keeps all the thickness to the tip. If you want to turn the tip toward the camera here, Jeff, you can show them that this way, like this. You can show them that because of the saber grind, like it keeps the thickness all the way down to the tip, and only about like 3 or 4 millimeters of tip is actually tapered. The rest is, it's the same thickness all the way down. I think it's 0.125 or something like that.
Oh,
all the way down. Yeah, it's a thick ass knife.
It is a hunk of metal,
Yeah. Got the pommel at the very end too. The striking bezel.
Right there.
That's a solid steel, by the way.
Sculpt. You got two screws right there, just holding it together.
Skull check.
Yeah.
Don't check. That's what it was. Zippo this knife that. Don't check. I love that. All right, so let's go on to another one. So here we have a little bit more of a I guess I wouldn't say a dainty knife, but a little bit less overbuilt knife. And this is your Spyderco Stretch in a blue FRN. I didn't think to bring the CF version with me, but they're about the same, except that this one's a lot lighter. So this one is about the size between the Delica and the Endura, actually. Is right in between them. I think it's a perfect fit, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot more ergonomic than the Endura or Delica.
It's about the same size as a full-size Griptilian, if anybody's wondering.
It feels smoother too. I don't know if it's just the knife mechanism or the oil or what, but
this knife has only been used once. I know, hard to believe, huh? But this knife has only been used once to cut cardboard, and that's about it. ZDP 189, so nice hard steel for those guys like that. Probably a pain in the ass to sharpen, but
I like the thumb hole size too. It's bigger than the other ones.
Oh yeah. In fact, Jeff, you're commenting that the design of the blade was actually kind of like your Gale Bradley right here. You can tell that a lot of the features, pretty much about the same right there. So, actually, I think this one's just a little bit shorter than the Gale's, like a little bit taller. That's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool stuff there. So, I mean, I guess for the money, especially since they're still on sale right now. By the way, I think Knife Works or something has them back in stock again. I'm not too sure. That was
do they?
Yeah, that's about a few days ago. They're still on the same price. Like, well, I don't remember what I got this for. Like $70 or something. I don't remember. But
that's pretty good for this.
Oh yeah, they're on sale. They're still on sale. So, all right. Well, the last one I got out here is something nobody's ever seen me show off before, but it's the Ontario Rat 3. Now, some of you may wonder why I went through this one instead of the SC version. I know Jeff has asked me that already. And the reason being is that this knife was a $73 knife, all right, from, I don't remember where I got it, but I think I got it from GP Knives, because they had the color I wanted. But the cool thing about the Ontario is that it actually comes with a Tech Lock. Now, normally a Tech Lock would cost you, if you were to buy one, just by itself, it would cost about $10 to say $15 or so. This knife, the Ontario version of this knife, comes with a Tech Lock, and the knife and the sheath, all for $73. I mean, and if considering, because the SC version of this knife, which I'm not saying anything bad about SC, but the SC version of this knife is $90. It does not come with a Tech Lock. It comes with paracord Molly locks, or the jump proof system, all that kind of stuff. And personally, for my money, I'd actually rather have the Tech Lock included with the sheath. Now, upon receiving this knife, Jeff, I will say one thing though, is I bet you the SC one is probably heavier built, nicely built. There's nothing wrong with this knife, by the way, guys. Any of you Ontario fans out there, but I believe it may have been slightly thicker than the. Or the SC is slightly thicker than the Ontario version.
Yeah.
And I think it's slightly longer too. Plus, you get the option of having a rounded pommel or a sharpened pommel or a glass breaker pommel or something like that.
And you can have a clip point too, I think, for the SC3.
Yeah. So, but seriously, I mean, this looks like a regular kitchen knife. You never think that this was a survival knife when you picked it up. I mean, it's something, if I walked into your kitchen, Jeff, I expect to see this sitting on your counter or something like that. So, I mean, what do you think about it?
I think it's very nice. Like that jimping right there, and the choil fits very nicely. It's like perfect for my hand.
Yeah. The one thing I do have to say, Jeff, is that I was very kind of disappointed by the. Here, guys. Here's a comparison to the Hest right here. You can see it's basically about the same size. But what I was saying is that the sheath on the Antero knife is like uber tight. I could not even get the knife out of the sheath when I first got it. You know, and I was like, well, what the hell am I supposed to get my knife if I need it? I mean, I was hoping to have like the little adjustment screw where you kind of make it looser, tighter, but you know, it doesn't. So, in fact, actually, I don't even want to put it in the sheath because it's hard to get out. But I will show you though. The difference here, Jeff. Let me see that for just a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the knife in the sheath. Okay, so now it's locked and fully, means it goes all the way to here. I'm gonna take Jeff's Hest here and I'm gonna put it into his sheath. So check this out. This is Jeff's Hest here. Okay, see how that thing just pops out? Watch this with the SC3. That's the only way you can get the damn knife out. You know, it will not come out. This thing is so flipping tight in there. It's unbelievable. So that was my only one thing about the Antero knife, the fact that I could not remove the knife from the sheath. And now after, I think I've done it like almost 100 times now, it still hasn't really loosened up a lot yet. Seriously, I've been sitting at home just pulling it out, in and out.
Can you try using like a, what's it called, like a hair dryer to
loosen up? I guess I could. I didn't think about that. But I was thinking, well, I mean, I understand this is great because you don't even need a jump proof system with this thing. You just probably jump with it, it'll probably be fine, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I shouldn't be breaking a sweat trying to pull this knife out of the sheath, you know what I mean?
Seriously.
That's all I gotta say. And I really like your Hest sheath a lot more. I mean, because I think something in between is perfect. You know what I mean? Nothing like I could just push it out and it comes shooting across the floor, but something where it doesn't take that much to pull it out.
You can actually tighten it if you move these screws up here, though.
Oh, exactly. See, that's what I was hoping the Antero version has, and it does not. Those things are rings; they can't be removed anymore. On the sheath here.
Oh,
so
that's true.
Yeah, so these are actual rings, whereas these two are actually screws here. And there you go. You guys can take a look at it here. So, so that's why, you know, if I get another one, I may just think about picking up an SC version of this knife later on, or maybe an SC4. I don't know yet, but yeah, definitely cool knives.
And he had the foresight to open it for me.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because you know, if Jeff was opening it, I think we would have ended this video prematurely with him missing a finger or two. Yeah. Maybe the tripod would have been cut in half. I don't know, but
or you guys can watch me put stitches on myself.
Or Jeff may just come slicing across me. I don't know. Something's bound to happen. Yeah. I don't know. I know you guys haven't seen very many videos from Jeff lately, but I'm about to say I'm really proud of you, Jeff, that you have no new Band-Aids on your hand today.
Yeah.
Look at that. Show me the camera. Look at that.
I'm clean.
No Band-Aids, guys. What's up with that?
Like a version.
All right, man. But yeah, that's definitely dope. So anyway, so these are the 4 knives I want to. Oh, this is Jeff's here. But these are the 4 knives I want to bring to you, Jeff. And you know, I mean, what do you think? You like some of these? Think you're gonna buy any of these?
I'm actually gonna save up for one big one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I can't be tempting Jeff anymore. I won't tell you what Jeff is gonna buy. But yeah, he's saving for another knife. So I'll leave it at that then. But yeah, definitely cool. I'm finally glad I got the Rat 3. I mean, I may still pick up the SC version of it. You know, I mean, it is a little bit more expensive, but hey, you know what? I think it's worth it. I'm definitely just loving the OD1 and the 511 right here. Stretch is awesome too, but you know, there's also some other knives in that same category that you know would be pretty comparable to the Stretch too. But yeah, definitely these two for sure. I mean, the Tarani. I mean, this is very good money for what you get. Yeah, very good for what you get for your money. You know what I mean? It's unbelievably overbuilt. So I think everybody take note. Go buy yourself a first responder. You know, $100 you can't lose. Something I bet you is just as tough as a Strider, like a $300 to $500 knife. So
I mean, a lot of the Steve Tarani knives are really built
very
well.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, if guys say there's some kind of nuclear fallout or something like that, you know, cockroaches and this knife would be probably the only 2 things that would be surviving, seriously.
I mean, I think he is a martial artist, correct? Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of funny because a lot of knife designers are martial artists. You know, they do know the equipment, they do know the weapons that they use, and they do know how to design it based on the styles and their experience, which I think is great, you know. So, because hell, I can't design a knife.
Saves us the trouble of, you know.
Exactly. You know, so if you guys want to see Jeff and I design a knife, we'll probably draw something for you guys. You see how horrible it is, but All right, well, I guess this concludes this part of the video. So we're gonna have another one for you guys. They'll be on a second video. So, all right, Jeff, what do you say?
Yeah. Take care and watch for the next one.
All right, man. Take care, guys. See ya.